Good day, podcast community. Pete Kane here, founder of Podcast Academy and Podcast Pete. We help entrepreneurs grow and scale their business by 10x. We help nonprofits scale and grow their communities for greater impact. And we help corporate professionals transition to a life of entrepreneurship and freedom. Because if you have a specific skill in an industry for 25 years, it's hard to change industries because you really have the focus and the value on that one industry. But there is hope. Now, let's get down to why habits of journaling can activate your life in the three C's. Now, the three C's are clarity, connection, and confidence. Clarity, connection, and confidence. Let's talk about clarity. Now, the one that's really good. Now, I've journaled on and off through the years, but until the last probably 3 years after my stroke, after a time when I really dialed into self-awareness, did I elevate my game in journaling. See, I grew up dyslexic and ADD. So writing was not my friend. I couldn't spell 3 words correctly in a sentence if you held a gun to my head. So I didn't have Alexa back then, and people would say, well, just look it up in the dictionary. How can you look it up in the dictionary if if you don't even know the first letter of the word? So living in fear because you're fearful of being judged, stupid. You feel it because you're in remedial reading, you're flunking, you never get A's, you fail English in high school, you failed 2 times out of Virginia Tech. So you're not exactly building confidence in your educational journey. So you look for other things like people. You look and you enjoy people and you enjoy communicating by the voice. So it wasn't until Alexa and Google's text, voice to text, and Siri, and all the technology that started to make my world brighter. But up to that time, there was a lot of depression, despair, fear. I lived in fear for 40 years. And it's hard to understand unless you have those attributes of dyslexia and ADD. ADD is the active brain. Dyslexia just is words. It's a different thinking process. 20% of the population has it. Some of your more successful, incredibly successful entrepreneurs are dyslexic. And you could just Google it and see. It's a list that's crazy. It's because your brain is different. And until you learn how to harness your superpower, it's a thorn in your side. And it was for 45 years. So, at my stroke, I can't work. I have to learn how to get my left side going again. It's total paralyzed. I'm 10 days in the hospital, then 39 days in the Shepherd Center, an absolute heaven on earth. And then I start thinking. I've always was a thinker, but when you're ADD, it's like you got so much going on, you're trying to get so much done. If you don't form good habits, instead of taking pills, which I did for 40 years, that's a story for another day. If you're creating good habits, you can put the skills in focus, and journaling gives you clarity. The one that's really good that everybody has on their iPhone seldom know it. I discovered it by accident through Lucas Moda. He's a graduate student from the university, from KSU, Kennesaw State University, came over here on a golf scholarship from Barcelona, Spain. We were in Rotary one morning, and I was showing him Growth Day, and how it worked. And then I went to the journaling feature and I'm showing him how I journal. And he goes, "Why use this?" And he showed it to me on the iPhone. I said, "I've seen it, but I don't know anything about it." Well, he showed me enough that it got my curiosity. The next day, I started using it. I have used it for, I haven't missed. Let me go to this because I want to show you. This is crazy. Currently 71 days. 71 days. Let me go back over here. So 71 days current streak. I've done 584 photos, 23 videos are in there, 10 places, 8 conversations. It has more functionality. We'll try to put in the show notes. There's some great instructional tutors out there on YouTube that you can discover the power of it. But I want to just give you my experience. You see, to get clarity, you have to work on your mindset. And when you know you have a trusted place to store your information, you can find it in a second and you can reflect. Like I'll go to a meeting, I'll meet several people, then I'll voice to text into the app, and now I've captured that meeting. I've captured that person, that that insight. Ideas maybe were exchanged during the conversation. And because I can get to it in seconds, I have more confidence and more curiosity to ask the questions when I'm with people. I could put photos in there so it visually connects with my mind, and so it has a header that is beautiful to just kind of jump at you. So you can be scrolling down through what you've learned, and all of a sudden you can get to it quickly and it pops. Maybe you took a picture with a person. Maybe it was something of value now gets displayed in the journal. Now, 71 days. Now it doesn't have it. Let me see if I can move it down. It might, I think. Yeah, 79,000 words, 96 journal entries. I don't know what visited one time means, but I'm now 80,000. This was done the other day. But you can see when you look at this all time, so you can imagine you start journaling and you start getting your yearly emotional connections, because life is about relationships. It's about deeper relationships. It's about discovery of people, learning about people. And when you can confidently remember people's names because you have a place that you stored it, you could go over your names. I meet somebody, let's say at the Rotary. I put Rotary in there, I can immediately get to that journal entry. And that allows you to have confidence in your meetings and in your connections. And when you look at your meetings and you get confidence, you get connection. So you have clarity, connections, and confidence. Your 3 C's: clarity, connection, and confidence from one habit. And that habit, you can see 488 entries. I don't know what exactly that means, but these are the numbers that it keeps track of. So you have the ability to gain through a simple habit so much self-awareness, clarity, confidence, and connection with just using the app that's free on your iPhone. Free. Doesn't cost you a penny. You just have to apply it. So I wanted to give you this, and you're going to find in our YouTube channel under the playlist of personal development, I'm going to do 4 videos on personal development, 4 on marketing. each day. So you can get value, you can get skills, you can develop habits, and this way you can be successful in your journey to 10x your business, your life, your nonprofit, or if you're a corporate professional, transition to that freedom and that entrepreneurship. So let me give you something. I want to give you a gift, the gift that's going to keep on giving. Go for my master class or our master class. My partner is Jeff Bourgeois. On there, number 9 is an AI free course. If you're not learning how to apply AI, you're going to get left behind. See, when AI came out, the open AI ChatGPT, I think it was 2 years ago, year and a half, there's been 100 million people using it. So you have 8 billion people in the world, and 100 million are using this app, and everything, it gets compounded. And to understand the simple nature of how you can use AI in your business, think of it as somebody that's going to work 24/7, going to do all your heavy lifting. You're going to instruct it, but it's going to do 80%, you're going to do 20. What if you, in your past, had somebody that would do 80% of your hard work and you could just do 20%, finish it off? Where would you be? Well, that opportunity is now. So if you're looking to have the best year ever and create generational wealth, now's the time to make your move. Learn about it, discover how you can use it in your business. And you get a free course if you go to masterclass. The 9th step of the ecosystem is the AI. The first is take an assessment. Second is Podcast Academy and podcasting. And it goes on, but it is entirely free. I want to give you something that will give you the rocket for 2025 and beyond. So if this is something that you think can benefit people you know, people that have a mindset of abundance, a mindset of growth, a mindset of scaling, please share it with them. And if you have any comments, you can leave them below. We love to hear your feedback. 90% of the time it's done by one. And then I talk to people. I like to talk to people. I like to help, support, and find out where I can add value. And I don't text is my form of communication. It's talking to people. So thank you so much. If you've never been on my podcast and you want to, go to pkane.me, take an assessment. Let me know a little bit about you so I can helpfully steer your story to the right person in our community. And absolutely, I want you to have the best 2025 that you ever had. Scale and grow your business. Be bold, make an impact, and have fun.